Back to the daily grind, and y'all know we gotta talk about this. But before we do, make sure you hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Holy flying flipping flapjacks, Nate Diaz is responding to Sean O'Malley's fight versus Andre Sukumthoth. Now, I don't even know how to take this, and first of all, some people are saying Nate Diaz was taking shots at Conor McGregor. What the fuck is really going on with this tweet, full-time family? Now, I saw some people say that if you take Max Holloway's tweet bad at all, you're 100% reaching. There's completely, you know, some people think that it's completely unrealistic to even think Max Holloway would throw a shot at Frankie Edgar. If you didn't know what happened, Brian Ortega knocked out Frankie Edgar in the first round, and right afterwards, Max Holloway took to Twitter and said, you know, Frankie Edgar, you didn't have anything to prove to anybody, but you still tried, you know, chin up, brother. And, you know, everyone's paying their respects, including me. I was saying, you know, that's just respect from Max Holloway. No reason to really take this as a diss. But I'm just saying, if you wanted to dive really deep, it's just kind of funny or kind of coincidental that Frankie Edgar got knocked out via uppercut. He was supposed to fight Max Holloway, and now Max Holloway's telling him, chin up, brother. So, that's not a diss. But now, to those people, tell me what you think about this Nate Diaz tweet. Because it came right after the Sean O'Malley-Andre Sukumthoth fight, whenever Sean O'Malley won on one leg. Sean O'Malley won the first 2 rounds, and then in the 3rd round, he broke his leg. He broke his own leg. It's not like Andre Sukumthoth broke his leg, Brent Primus, Michael Chandler style, where he threw a kick, and that's what hurt him. No, Sean O'Malley threw his own kick. Andre Sukumthoth did not hurt his leg. So for everybody saying, oh, you know, Sean O'Malley, Andre Sukumthoth's fight IQ is too low, that's the only reason he won. No, Sean O'Malley won the first 2 fucking rounds, and so if you want to say, you know, Andre Sukumthoth lost the fight himself in that 3rd round, no, because even if Sean O'Malley, or even if Andre Sukumthoth would have won the entire 3rd round, even though Sean O'Malley dropped him on one leg, but even if you had that round a 10-8 for Sukumthoth, which it wasn't, Sean O'Malley won the fight because he won the first 2 rounds. Andre Sukumthoth going into the 3rd round needed a finish. Sean O'Malley almost finished himself. So, I mean, you can say what you want about fight IQ and him not letting Sean O'Malley stand up. He could have did that, but if he would have won that fight that way, that wouldn't have been like he actually beat Sean O'Malley. That would have been like John Jones's only loss. You got disqualified, but you didn't get beat. Because Sean O'Malley won the first 2 rounds and then broke his own leg. And then what, you just, you know, oh, now I got the win because he hurt himself. Fuck that. Sean O'Malley won the fight. So I'm kind of glad the fight played out the way it did, because Sean O'Malley deserved that win. But with that being said, he did win the fight with a broken leg, and there's a lot of people talking about Andre Sukumthoth saying, yo, where the fuck is your fight IQ? Why would you not let him stand up? And I get that. Even Nate Diaz took to Twitter and said, how would you win if you can't walk out the cage? Talking about Sean O'Malley. How did he win and he can't walk? He couldn't even walk to the fucking middle of the ring to meet Joe Rogan to announce the winner. That's how bad his leg was fucked up. And we saw it. It was visible. He couldn't even hide it during the fight. Hopping on one leg. Sukumthoth had, everyone saw it. He hopped on one leg multiple times. You know his leg is broken, and you keep trying to take him down. So a lot of people are saying, what the fuck was going through Sukumthoth's mind? Some people are saying, I thought Asians were supposed to be smart. I'm guessing people are saying that. But this is what I got to say about Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz, we know he's the biggest marijuana superstar in the UFC. Sean O'Malley's on his way. So maybe, now you can tell me if I'm reaching. You guys think this was, because some people are saying this was a diss at Conor McGregor. I think that's reaching. He said this shit immediately after the Sean O'Malley fight. And people are like, no, he's talking about his Conor rematch. Remember Conor was on crutches? He's saying, how can you win if you're walking out on crutches? No, he literally said this shit right after the Sean O'Malley fight, who won on one leg. Sean O'Malley is a new up-and-coming UFC rising star, all about marijuana and shit like that. Vegan marijuana. You know, when you think of marijuana vegans, who do you think of in the UFC? The Diaz brothers. Who are you starting to think of? Sean O'Malley. So maybe Diaz is looking at Sean O'Malley like, he's taking everything I work for, motherfuckers. Nate Diaz had to wait until he fought Conor McGregor to get his own weed strain. Sean O'Malley's already getting his own weed strain. I seen Sean O'Malley on Instagram whipping, fucking looking like green-ass Lambo Ferrari type car. Sean O'Malley's getting to the green, the weed and the cash. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, so now, this is where I'm not going to make this assumption, but Nate Diaz took to Twitter after the fight and said, how can you win? You can't even walk out the cage. To me, that kind of sounds like I don't know if he was rooting against Sean O'Malley or if he was super impressed with Sean O'Malley. Either way, I hope Nate Diaz embraces Sean O'Malley. You know what I'm saying? Instead of joins the O'Malley hate wagon, because there's a lot of those people. Oh, I don't like the kid. Fucking, he needs to drink milk. Fucking, he's too tall. He's gonna get exposed. All of you motherfuckers thought he was gonna get knocked out in this fight. So you can all eat a cock until Sean O'Malley's next fight. I'm sure you guys are gonna come back around. Oh, he's gonna lose to this guy. He's gonna lose to this guy. Everyone, there's going to be a lot of people rooting against Sean O'Malley, but there's also going to be a lot of people rooting for Sean O'Malley. And I hope Nate Diaz joins the Sean O'Malley camp and embraces him. You know, because Sean O'Malley, I'm sure, is a huge fan of the Diaz brothers. He likes to talk trash, smoke weed, eat vegetables, shit like that. That's exactly what I want to see the Diaz brothers and Sean O'Malley in a video together. You know, they both got their own strains of weed. Here, you try this Sugar Show OG, and I'm gonna try this Diaz brother this DDR strain. I don't know what the Diaz brothers weed is called. All I know is these two, that's the old guard, the Diaz brothers, and Sean O'Malley is new blood. So all I'm saying is, let me know what you guys think in the comments about this video. Do you think Nate Diaz wanted Sean O'Malley to get this win, and so he was like, yo, how did he fucking get the win? He only had one leg. That's super dope. Do you think he was super proud of Sean O'Malley, or do you think he was kind of rooting for Andre Sukumthoth to shut down this hype train? And so now he's like, how the fuck did you win? Because he said he's shaking his head. I mean, so I don't think he's all the way on the O'Malley wagon like some of us. So I don't know where Nate Diaz is coming with this tweet. All I know is I hope it's in good fucking regards, because I don't want to see Nate Diaz trying to beef with Sean O'Malley, someone that's coming up, not even to take his spot, but just in the kind of like the same lane. They're in the same lane. They're both vegan stoners, but Sean O'Malley's the new blood. So with that being said, it is what it is. Or do you think Nate Diaz is talking about his fucking Conor McGregor rematch from 2 years ago? He said it right after the O'Malley fight, who won on 1 foot. And there's articles that says Nate Diaz fucking clowns Conor McGregor, blatantly clowns Conor McGregor. How is this blatant? He didn't even tag Conor McGregor. How is this blatantly at McGregor? And he did it right after the O'Malley fight. I think this had, he was responding to the Sean O'Malley fight. I don't know if he was rooting for or against him, but I do not think that this tweet was directed at Conor McGregor. I'll tell you that much. So let me know what you guys think in the comments about this. With that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. And I have to give these shout-outs because I almost forgot. I wanted to do it at the beginning of the video. First, Reese M for the $20 donation. Thank you very much. My boy John H with the $50 donation, coming through with the big $50 dono. Holy flying flipping flapjacks. All of you guys, man. Some of you guys know, I don't explain it, I don't talk about it, but you guys are literally fucking changing my life for the better all the way. So thank you guys very much for the donations that you have sent in. I don't ask for them. Thank you. One last shout out to Troll Buster. Happy birthday, dog. And Gary Kindred Jr. You were the one I was talking about when you said you weren't buying the pay-per-view because you were watching boxing. My bad, I got you mixed. You know how black people look alike. No, I'm just fucking around, dog. But shout out Gary Kindred Jr. And also shout out to Troll Buster for the motherfucking big happy birthday and shit, dog. If you were a baddie, I might be singing to you, but you're not. So let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out. And as always, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOWG.